I guess we just don't get to hang out with Kara? I guess. Maybe I messed up somewhere, I don't know. I make my way to the inn. To my surprise, Zach isn't standing in front of a bounty board. Instead, he sits alone at a table, nursing a tankard. Looks like Zach's starting early. Sure, if I join him, that'd be my entire day. Screw it, let's do it. I'll come back later. We talk to Kara. We literally talk to everybody right now. We literally talk to everybody. Let's do it. Why not? I don't have anything else going on. Let's get this party started. Zach looks up at me, then returns to his drink. Hang out but don't drink, have one or two drinks, challenge Zach to a drinking match. Have one or two drinks. I'll pay for drinking and then join Zach at the table. Zach takes a swig as I sit down and nod at me in greeting. I nod back and take a drink too. I don't feel much like talking and no one's surprised. Neither does Zach. Instead we sit in comfortable silence, enjoying our drinks and each other's company. A heated discussion at another table escalates and the innkeeper escorts the men out. I shake my head as I watch him leave. I catch Zach also shaking his head. Make eye contact and he grins. I guess he disapproves too. Great minds think alike. Once I feel a good buzz, I finish up my drink and decide to head off. I don't want to get too drunk. I guess we just do nothing. I probably should have challenged him to a drinking contest. I get to my feet and nod a goodbye to Zach, who reciprocates my nod, then I leave the inn. Even without the use of words, I feel closer to Zach. With that done, I think about my next steps. I've done everything I could for now. I guess we got nothing else to do. I head back to the inn and wait for the others to return. Alright, well that was the simplest interaction ever. We literally grab a couple drinks, just chilled at a table drinking. Somebody starts an argument and the innkeeper escorts them out. We look at Zach, we say, oh, we just like go, And that's it. And that's our whole interaction. And you will grow closer. Zach is going to be the easiest person to get along to for this entire trip ever. The easiest person ever. And it's kind of nice, actually. It's kind of nice not having to deal with a bunch of other things piling up. Or at least he's not a difficult character. He's broody, but at least he's not difficult. He was difficult at first. He did lock us out of the inn one time, so... The sun has completely set as I step back into the streets. I look up at the night sky. The stars are especially clear tonight as they twinkle amidst the darkness. Amelia and Zach stand outside the inn, staring at something. Can't see their faces too clearly, but Amelia seems pensive. Zach continually glances around. As I approach, I didn't notice the uneven cobblestone and miss a step. Luckily, I catch myself before I fall. I was close. I'm thankful the darkness hid the stumble. I don't remember any of the other cities being this dark at night. I follow Amelia's line of sight and notice a darkened lamppost. Maybe the light bulb's gone out. Looking further down the street, I see that the street lamp after this one is lit, but the one after that is dark again.
This is highly unusual.
Seems like every other lamp is out. Can be a coincidence. Amelia frowns.
That is the conclusion we came to as well.
Peek inside the nearest lamp.
Do you see a crystal?
I squint as I peer into the darkness. Can't make out any shapes, but I can't tell if it's because it's too dark or there's nothing inside. I think this one might be empty. Zach looks suspicious while Amelia frowns in concern.
Surely the town would not be so negligent in their maintenance and upkeep.
It's a possibility.
Maybe town has no money? That could be a possibility too. I'm sure the town isn't keeping the streets dark on purpose. Maybe they don't have enough money to replace the crystals. Zach looks skeptical.
I'll admit, this place doesn't look like it's rolling in coin, but it doesn't look like it's severely lacking in it either.
Whatever the theory, we should bring this to someone's attention.
That makes sense. Amelia searches our surroundings and spots a guard patrolling on a nearby lane. We quickly approach him. Excuse me.
What is it?
I notice that half your lampposts are dark. Before I can finish my sentence, the guard sighs wearily.
We just can't replace them fast enough. Every day they keep taking more and more. That's actually what I've been doing now. I'm counting how many need to be replaced tonight.
Wait, are you saying someone's been stealing the crystals?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Sounds crazy, right?
What's the point of that?
Your guess is as good as mine. They're really not worth much.
Have there been any other relevant thefts?
Sure, it's not just lamp crystals that they're stealing. They're stealing pretty much any kind of crystal that they can get their hands on. It's been going on for a few weeks now, and I'm at my wit's end. We've got a reward out for anyone who knows anything, but we've still gotten no leads. Anyways, if you guys see something, let me know. I've got to get started on replacing these crystals before even more get taken.
Amelia Zakina stand in silence as the guard leaves. I'm not even from here, and I can tell that something really weird is going on. Based on Amelia and Zach's expression, it must be pretty bad.
We should get back.
Yes, we should inform Kara and Liana.
We'll follow Zach to the inn, where Liana and Kara are waiting and exchange greetings. Any news?
I heard there was someone who could help, but I haven't been able to track him down. I'm sure I'll have an answer tomorrow.
She glances outside the window.
Has anyone else noticed how dark it is around here?
Someone has been stealing the lamp crystals. That is what the guard informed us.
Kara raises an eyebrow.
Must be some pretty desperate thieves out there.
Why'd I say that?
Well, lamp crystals give essentially no return. They don't sell for anything because they're all specifically marked to be easily identified as this type of crystal.
Something fishy going on? How do you know this? Why does your place go to seem to be dysfunctional? Because the plot demands for us to go to places that is functional, so we can solve problems, bond, and continue on our merry way. Something fishy is going on. Obviously something weird is going on.
Maybe someone's more interested in the energy of the crystals instead of their value.
Do lamp crystals have a lot of energy?
Not particularly. We should look into this. I can't think of any reason why someone would want lamp crystals. And I'd like to know what they're doing with them.
Liana bites her lip and as she thinks. The nods come to a decision.
You're right. We should investigate.
Yep.
Liana stops and stares at Zach.
Really? I'm a bit surprised, but glad to see this side of you. It sounds like the guards could use our help figuring out this mystery.
Yep.
Again, Liana stares at Zach, a little more uncertain than before. Kara grins slyly.
They're offering a reward for any information, aren't they?
Yep.
Liana sighs.
I should have guessed.
I mean, they are. It's a matter of fact, but her reward could help us continue on forward. I don't know, and could help pay for Zach's mercenary work.
Regardless, our first plan of action should be to search for any irregularities in energy.
Amelia and I can do a scan of the city to see if anything shows up on the scanner.
We'll follow as the two of them step outside the inn and begin to fiddle with the manipulators. Blaze the lanes of the streets, but I don't see the trail too far away. Aren't you guys going to walk the perimeter of the city or something?
There is no need for such inefficiencies when we could just perform a radio scan.
Liana frowns.
I'm not picking up any energy spikes or unusual readings.
Millie continues to pace, then pauses. She fiddles with the manipulator again, then turns down a side street. Hey, wait! She pauses again, then looks up.
Very curious. There is energy residue scattered throughout the city, except for one area in the southern corner of town.
Oh, my scan radius doesn't reach that far. So the southern corner has 0 energy readings?
Precisely.
The remaining lamp crystals in the area should at least be giving off a pulse of energy. If even the pulse is missing, then that would indicate the place is completely dark.
We must go in this direction.
Millie leads the way, following her manipulator. As we continue to walk, the cobblestones underfoot change slightly. They're looser and more uneven than in the heart of the city. The buildings are weathered and spotted with patchwork brickwork. The alleys feel dimmer there than the center of town, as an even greater majority of street lamps are dark. The buildings and houses become more spread out as they search outskirts of the city. The further we travel, the more run down the houses become. Crumbled walls from buildings and debris litters the streets. Watch my footing carefully, as the dim lighting makes it easy to trip and fall. Are we still in the city?
Technically, yes. We're in the remains of the last battle that occurred in Stonecrest.
Oh. You mean the one between Alania and the Void?
That's right. This is part of the original city, which hasn't been restored yet.
Amelia pauses in front of a dilapidated house.
This is the area of the irregularity.
This is quiet. Too quiet. Does anyone even live here?
Probably not, so it could make a good hideout.
Let's go in.
Kara gingerly opens the door, which is falling off its hinges, and slips inside. I tentatively follow her, and the rest of the team trickles in. Looks like this was a living room with a fireplace and a broken table in the corner. A hallway connects it to and leads it to separate rooms.
We should split up and search the rooms.
If it's Zach, no split up, it doesn't matter what we do. Yeah, let's split up. Agreed. We should have found it faster if we do.
It could be dangerous. Someone is using cloaking magic to mask the heightened energies of the crystals. That doesn't just sound like a regular thief to me.
We'll go in groups.
No need. I think I found it.
Kara grins as she stands on top of the throw rug in the back hallway. She stomps twice over the rug and I hear a muffled hollow thump. She steps off the rug and stomps again, which reveals a much thicker sound.
I believe we found ourselves a way down.
How'd you find it so quickly?
This house is literally falling apart, and there are no other decorations besides this rug. That's pretty suspicious, isn't it?
I mean, yeah. She kicks at the rug, which slides away to reveal discolored wooden panels. A latch nestles in the wood. Zach pulls on the latch, and the door swings upward. We peek inside of a handful of young faces stare back at us. Their hair is matted and dirt streaks their cheeks. Once the surprise wears off, they pull back from the entrance and retreat further into the basement. Foregoing the ladder, Zach jumps into the basement. Diana follows him down, and like Zach, lands slightly and gracefully on her feet. Must be her magic at use. Amelia takes the ladder down, as does Kara, who jumps off once she's closer to the ground. Take the ladder, jump like a badass. Jump like a badass. Always want to do this, just like in the movies. Lead me to the basement and land heavily at my feet. Shock travels up my legs, making me wince, but I manage to stand up straight. Diana meets my eyes with a questioning look. I'm not entirely sure what that means. The rest of the team already has a children cornered beside a glowing pile of crystals. Count 5 of them as they huddle together. Zach stands with his arms crossed, blocking the kids from trying to run. Kara stands beside him, her usual grin replaced with a grim expression. Amelia inspects the crystals while Liana kneels by the kids.
I can confirm that these are the crystals we are looking for.
Where did you get these crystals?
Children look uncomfortably among each other.
You don't have to be afraid. I'm a Mage-Knight, see? I'm here to help.
She gives a soft smile as she shows them her insignia. Some of the younger kids hang their head, but an older boy straightens up and puts a defiant scowl.
We didn't do anything wrong. We did exactly what the man said.
What man?
He clenches his jaw and refuses to speak.
Please, let me help you.
As the kids refuse to talk, Liana looks helplessly back at us. Kara gently pulls Liana to her feet and leads her away.
These kids are obviously alone and afraid. They're not going to talk to the guards.
I'm not a guard.
To them, you may as well be.
Kara leans down and addresses the older kid.
You've got a nice pile of crystals there. Are you looking to sell them?
The boy crosses his arms. Kara reaches into her purse and pulls out a coin.
I'd like to buy one off of you.
The younger children stare hungrily at the coin and cast questioning glances at the boy. He eyes the coin longingly, but looks uncertain.
We can't sell it to you.
Why's that?
He quiets down again, but a younger boy pipes up.
He'll get angry if we don't have enough.
The man, well, does he take care of you?
The first boy protectively pushes the younger boy back.
He gives us money if we can get him crystals.
These kinds of crystals.
Kara points to the pile.
Annie, the bigger ones get us more coins, but they're all out of them now.
And that's why you've been taking lamp crystals.
He looks away and doesn't answer. Kara smiles warmly.
It's okay. I won't tell anyone if you don't.
The boy looks back at her.
So what does the man want with the crystals?
I don't know. He just wants them. A lot of them.
We should return the lamp crystals to the guard.
The little girl begins to cry.
No! Please don't take them away! The man's coming back soon, and he'll get angry if we don't have them.
Kara leans down and pats the little girl reassuringly.
Don't cry. We won't take the crystals.
You won't?
She chokes out her words between sniffles.
Nope. We don't want the man to be angry. He could be pretty scary if he's angry, right?
The little girl calms down a bit and nods vigorously. She slips her hand to the older boy's hand, and he squeezes reassuringly.
Tell me, when is the man coming?
He comes at the end of the week, so tomorrow evening.
And he meets you here?
He nods. Leanna looks back at the rest of us.
We should go.
Kara nods. We are grim as we exit the house and head back towards the inn. Those kids. It's obvious they're orphans. What happened to their parents? Glancing at Kara, she looks equally pensive and disturbed by the children's unfortunate situation.
We'll have to camp out by their hideout tomorrow evening and see when the man shows up. Then follow him and see where he's going and what he's doing with the crystals.
Leanna furrows her brow.
I really can't imagine what he could want with all these crystals.
Amelia placed a finger on her lips and thought.
It is a very perplexing situation.
If I know my Final Fantasies, like I know my Final Fantasies, and I know my Final Fantasies pretty decently well, and Final Fantasy 14 in particular, crystals were usually used to, with different crystals. I guess the crystals in Final Fantasy have a different purpose, but they used to summon something great if you collect enough of them. I'm guessing the man that gets all the crystals or gets crystals from the kids is trying to utilize the crystals in order to create something greater, right? Maybe try to fuse the crystals together into a larger crystal or something like that. Possibly, that could be a possibility. Or maybe they're using it for weapons or something, I don't know, to be honest.
Well, I suppose there's no dwelling on it now.
What do you think will happen to those kids? Zack shrugs.
Probably get sent to an orphanage.
I'm a bit surprised they aren't already in there.
They're just trying to survive.
Kara's unusually silent this whole time. Are you okay, Kara? She immediately perks up and flashes me a smile.
Of course, just thinking about our next plan of action. I'll be heading out early to see if I can get any more information on where to go next, so I better get some rest.
Rest sounds like a good idea for all of us.
Yep, certainly does. As we reach the inn, we all say our goodnights and head to our respective rooms. Thoughts of the children's situation disturb me, and it takes me a while before I inevitably drift to sleep. I like this jingle. I like it. It's growing on me really nicely. It's very, very nice. Sunlight falls across my eye, pulling me awake. I stir and stretch widely. And, unfortunately, I have to stretch my way out of here, out of this recording. That makes no sense. I have to end right here, y'all. I tried to do a really cringy pun. Turned out it was cringy, but it wasn't a pun. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I am. This is a blast, but for now I need to take a little break and continue and work on other series as well. Make sure I get some other stuff recorded. But this is a blast, honestly. I'm having a blast with this. I can't wait to continue. I don't know how long we got until it's over. I know this game is going to be updated in the future since it is early access, but we'll see how far it goes. I'll play it all the way till the end and see where it takes us over to. Anyway, we'll put a decent, maybe about 4 hours in already. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed. My name is Thamriyell. Like, subscribe, and as always every day, I'll see you all in the next video of Crystalline. See ya.